So take a look at this movie. She just puts on this computer screen the Ankh, codename Sanctuary. He didn't understand. She says pre-catastrophe.
Question. Maybe they weren't all runners.
Pre-catastrophe. And then this is a symbol stating, and it said 333 on the screen.
Question.
It said 033, then 03. And it said computer needed to identify him. And it flashed him an Ankh, and it asked him, what is this? And he said an Ankh. And
you mean nobody's ever been removed?
The question has been answered.
You need to proceed to where every compass points to.
To penetrate city seals and search outside the dome.
Search outside the dome. You hear this?
What city? Outside? Well, there's nothing else.
You will find.
There's nothing outside the dome. You need to go into the holy hole at the center of the dish. You're in a computer simulation. Alright, you see the Ankh around her neck? You see the checkerboard? The magic squares?
Dying what?
Both,
The flat square that you live in? The green astral jet that God is shooting out of the center of the dish, where every compass points to? It's one side of a light hole is a black hole. He's got the blonde hair. He represents Jesus. It's clear what's going on here, people. They rub this in your face. You don't have to like it, but the Ankh and the code word to get out of this place.
Where did you get that?
I got it from a runner.
He got it from a runner. That's what you are. When you have the spear of destiny, you become the runner. Go into the center of the dish where every compass points to. It's just that simple. That's the key right there. And once you realize that every compass is pointing to the Holy Grail, then you have the spear of destiny. I hold the spear of destiny. I'm going to scream this out from the top of my lungs. And you don't have to like it when I call you a retard. I fucking hold the spear of destiny. The papal bulls. They're burnt into the flesh of a newborn baby that they murdered and they drank the blood of. And it's burnt into the back that you were a slave right from birth. Anytime you check off male or female, that means you were a slave. You're cattle. That's exactly what it means, people. And you don't have to like it, but it's true. And what I'm telling you is that everything you think you know to be true is the reverse of truth. The papal bulls state clearly that you were owned as livestock. Okay? You came out of your mother's womb as a stillborn. You're dead. They took your footprint. They mailed it in to the vital statistics office. And it doesn't matter what you believe. Look around you. Everybody you know is a silly human slave who knows nothing of truth. I'm informing you that every single compass on this fucking planet is pointing to the Holy Grail right now. And that's where you get everlasting life. And the earth is flat, and you're a motherfucking retard. How's it going? Thanks for joining me. Yeah, it's kind of funny how people think they live in the universe, but it's really that they're living in the converse. Here's a good example. Everybody's been conned into believing that all these nuclear tests have been set off and all these bombs blown up. And I'm going to show you this book. I sent away to have this book sent to me of all the nuclear detonations. You see it? It's just a whole full book of it. And I had them send me these images and so I can scrutinize them and take them apart and see. And what I'm telling you is that this is all fake CGI bullshit. All of it. It's fake. It's fake. And that means you live in the converse. You've been conned. You see all your CGI fake space stuff? Clearly, you live in the converse. So, you see, everybody thinks that Jesus is an individual coming back to save us when Jesus turns out to be the Son. Clearly, you've been conned. It's one side of a light hole is a black hole. Jesus the Son places his light through the Holy of Holies at the center of the dish. And out from that hole comes the green astral jet, the vril, whatever you want to call it. So listen, being that everything is a con and everything is fake, so that means anything that they've demonized or made evil or bad, like they'll say Hitler was evil and he's holding his hand up pointing to the Holy Holies, and then now we turn out there's all these Holocaust deniers and whatever, and as you do your research, you start to see, my God, there's no way they could have had gas chambers because 6 billion people, that means they'd have to be burning all these people at such a rate which is impossible. And I know a lot of people, they don't want to hear the truth. Jewish or not, people don't want to hear the truth. The truth is that AIDS is a hoax. Look it up. The doctors themselves are telling you it's fake. But then they'll still put this shit in all these magazines. Get tested, know your status. That's crazy. If they tell you that you have AIDS, you know what that means? That they've lied to you, and now they're going to give you expensive drugs that are going to kill you. But, nah, you don't want the truth. You prefer your light sales and, I mean, this is just crazy. Because the converse, you've been conned into believing that all this shit is out there floating through space. Do you see all this shit? I mean, they're telling you. Voyager, Rover, the Scout, this is just crazy shit. That it's the converse that you're living in. They tell you that there's global warming and you don't even live on a globe. I lived in Florida for 37 years and there's no water rising. It's all bullshit. And let me tell you something. Evil is when good people do nothing. The earth is flat. It's the division symbol. At the very center is the Holy Grail, where you need to get to before you're dead. There's really no way to screw this up. As I pointed out in a previous video, when 144,000 of us are side by side, blood is thicker than water, we will change the entire matrix. And evil is when good people do nothing. So you sit around and do nothing. Oh, I can't spill my blood over my intent because that's satanic. Listen to me very carefully, people. Everything about you is so satanic. You're going to put your satanic wedding ring on. You're going to go put that satanic robe on at graduation. You're going to pay for your conned verse where everything is fake. I mean, it's just so filthy sick how retarded people are. I mean, it's crazy. So what I'm telling you is you should type into your computer blood over intent into a YouTube search and hit enter. And you'll see all of us spilling our blood over our intent to be bringing forth heaven on earth. And if you say that's satanic and I'm the prince of darkness and you're the Antichrist and Jesus is coming to save me and only Jesus can save you, you're mistaken. I have the fucking spear of destiny. And I'm telling you, you know it to be true because I'm the only one online screaming out where the fucking Holy Grail is and how to get eternal life. And I've got hundreds and hundreds of people who spilled their blood right beside my own. So if that makes me Satan for wanting to bring forth heaven and earth, then that's clearly you are mentally backwards or something. And, you know, I don't like to crack on people if I don't have to, but, you know, that's just crazy. They say whoever has the spear of destiny holds the destiny of the world in his hands. And I'm telling you, I have the spear, and I'm going to scream out this shit. If it takes me 2 years, 3 years, I'm going to wake up enough motherfuckers to get us all eternal life. The fact that I keep publishing videos about this shit over and over and over. I hold the fucking spear of destiny. It doesn't matter what you believe. All I have to do is just do this from the comfort of home, publishing video after video after video from the comfort of home. How we take back this universe is from the comfort of home. Everything you know has been a lie. When you spill your blood and you place it beside my own on YouTube, you will get the eyes to see that the spear of destiny is your compass needle. And all of them are pointing to the location you need to get to before you're dead and drink from the living waters. I don't need anybody's advice. I know exactly where it is. I have been given unique knowledge from the Son. And what I'm telling you is that it doesn't matter what you believe. It was what were you going to do about it. It didn't matter if I believed I had the spear of destiny. It's that, what was I going to do with it? Well, I'm just going to change the entire world, the universe, from the comfort of home by just making fucking videos. We don't have to go out in the street. You see what they do to people who gather in the street? No, people. We're going to take back this fucking universe from the comfort of home. It's blood thicker than water. You spill your fucking blood over your intent, or you're the fucking piece of shit who only cares about you and no one else. I'm hell-bent set on getting everybody their eternal life and their way out of this matrix. It's clear who holds the spear of destiny. It doesn't matter what you believe. It's what were you going to do about it? Complain? Oh, the earth is round, and if it's spinning round, you'd go flying off it. You'd have to be fucking retarded not to see this. I mean, you're living in the freaking converse. So, I love it when people say, you're the Antichrist, you're the Prince of Darkness. I mean, that's just crazy, people. Come on. Is the Prince of Darkness is bringing forth heaven on earth? That's just funny ass shit. That's just funny ass shit. That's right. You need to get to the holy hole before you're dead and drink from the living waters. That's where the black hole sun is. And if that's what makes me the Prince of Darkness, then so be it. If the goddess is Saturn, Satan, whatever you want to call it, and I'm leading us all to hell, that's what people say. You're leading. Look, they tell you heaven's above, and I'm telling you, you can't get to heaven unless you go through the holy hole at the center of the dish. That means you need to go through hell to get to heaven. And if that makes me Satan for leading us all to heaven through the holy hole, then so be it. I am Satan. I am the Prince of Darkness. I am the fucking Antichrist himself in the flesh, telling you that Jesus is the Son, and the Son is conscious. And until you place your eyes on the Son and speak your intent, and your bare feet on dry soil, and your blood into the earth, and give up something of you into this system, okay, you ain't going to be able to see shit. And I'm telling you, it is that simple. All I did was spill my blood over my intent to be bringing forth heaven and earth, and then it poof. I could see it all so fucking clear. And it just gets clearer and clearer and clearer every day. It was 12/24/2013. I spilled my blood over my intent, and it'll be 3 years coming up. This X-mess. It's X-miss, you know? Miss, like is Jesus is a feminine. There's no way to screw this up, people. It's that, I mean, this is crazy that people have it so fucking in reverse. I know those of you that are awake, you could see it. It's like, yeah, it's just crazy how people miss this stuff. You know, there's something that's shooting out of the center of the dish where every compass points to. It's called the green astral light, the vril, the infinite potential. Okay, your four-face, four-letter DNA God, it's all one thing. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit are all one thing. It's one side of a light hole, it's a black hole with the green astral jet shooting out of the Holy of Holies at the center of the dish. There's literally no way to fuck this up. And I'm telling you, you need to spill your fucking blood over your intent and publish it beside my own. Because evil is when good people do nothing. How's it going? Thanks for joining me. I often say in my videos there's no way to fuck it up. And that's correct, because the candy cane is showing you that Jesus the Son is putting his light downward into a hole. It's bending it into a hole. This is very, very simple. There's really no way to screw it up. You see, X marks the spot at the center of the dish. If you ask an Indian who's the Father, he's going to point at the Son and tell you it's the Son above your head. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, the green astral jet shooting out of the hole at the center of the dish. Okay, I remember seeing people wear charms like this, pointing down. Everything is pointing to this way out. You set up your wreath, showing you the doorway out, and the only other time you see a wreath is at a funeral. They're telling you you need to get to this holy hole before you're dead. And I'll tell you, listen, this is really on everything. It doesn't matter what I look at. Look at this. They put the cross. It's like they're always pointing at all these different symbols I'm going to go through right now. You're going to see. Hold on. Alright, they're showing you where you need to get into. It's like the dome. Okay. We're under the dome. We need to go into the holy hole at the center of the dish. So now when you look at this cross now, again, upside down. They're pointing to where we need to go. So I know a lot of you guys don't want to let go of NASA and stuff and all this stuff, but look, somebody was throwing this away, and I said, hey, can I just grab that real quick? Because of the cube. You see the cube there? They show you the cube at the North Pole of Saturn. And what's kind of neat is that, you know, I'm going to show you in a second. Hold on. That people can't see what's hiding in plain sight. You know, you see the pentagrams and everything. And when you turn it upside down, it's pointing to where you need to go, the center of the dish, where every compass points to. The most important thing that you can do is keep your eyes on the prize. And it's not what you believe. What do you intend to do about this? You're going to sit around, just burn out, and you're just going to get old and die. That's not what you were. That's not why you're supposed to be here, people. You're here, and you're supposed to be drinking from the living waters and not having to go through this. You're supposed to be a super being, an interdimensional being. This was all stolen from you. All right? There's a book of life with 144,000 names in it. What I'm explaining to you is that above the waters, there's 144,000 pods with 144,000 living beings that need to get back to those bodies before they die. The rest of the people in here are already dead, and they've been uploaded into a computer, their consciousness, and they can't get out. There's no body to go back to. Okay, so the book of life has 144,000 names. Okay, and what I see, those are the names of the people who spilled their blood over their intent to bring forth heaven on earth. So it's not that we need 100, I'm sorry, I've been saying 2 million blood over intent videos will get us to this holy hole. I'm telling you it's actually 144,000. Those are the people who have their names written in the book of life. And I'm telling you, if you would draw your video from, like all of us have our videos stacked side by side, blood is thicker than water. Let's say you're like, oh, you're satanic, you're Satan, you're the Antichrist, you're the Prince of Darkness. I'm withdrawing my video. You're going to be stricken from the book of life and you'll go blind shortly after. Go look at Roger Hogstaff. He published a video, Quasiluminous to Satan. Go look how whack job that guy is now, since he withdrew his video. I'm just telling you what I see, people. You don't have to like it. What you want to do is this. You want to write out on a piece of paper, specifically this. I intend to usher in heaven and earth, or I intend to bring forth heaven and earth, and drop a couple of drops of your blood on it. And then take that video and just publish it right beside the rest of ours in our blood over intent. I'm telling you that, you know, people ask me, how do you see all this stuff? Blah, 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 blah. It's because I'm getting everything I need to carry my intent to fruition. The spear of destiny stuck itself in me. And now all I can see is getting home, okay, to the Holy Grail, where every compass points to. It's right over there. I see it on everything. And, you know, you hear like Lilith. Somebody asked me to talk about Lilith. Lilith is the goddess of 1,000 names. Saturn is the god of 1,000 names. One side of a light hole is a black hole. It's very simple. We're all talking about the same thing. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. This is, they tell you, is one being. It's one side of a light hole is a black hole, and then there's the green astral jet coming out of the center of the dish. X marks this spot. It's right there at the center of our plane, and there's really no way to mess it up. You know, you can play stupid all you want. But, so Lilith, you know, and listen, Eve, the moon, a rib of the earth, placed up in the sky, it's sending down a square wave. Eve is conscious. The moon is conscious. Make no mistake about it. You want to see it for your fucking self? Hang a mirror from a string in such a way that a full moon light will bounce off the mirror and into a bowl of water. Okay, when you have the reflection perfectly that you can see in the water from off the mirror into the water, you look at the moon and project a question at it. And then go back to and then look at the bowl of water and you'll see Eve. We'll make a whole bunch of pictures for you inside that water. I made videos on this before. Alright, so listen, people keep talking about CERN. CERN is of no concern. It's a fucking money pit, people. There's really no way to screw this up. The sun is a sun disk. You know, you go church, you take communion, he holds it up. When I stare at the sun, what do I see? I see a disk. I see a sun disk. So it's shining out. It's a hole. You're inside the sun is the collective consciousness of the whole, like you're in a black hole. So when I stare at the sun and I say, give me the knowledge of the ages, I'm telling you that the sun is the recording device that's recording everything onto the CD that you live. It's a CD because it's round, it's a cross-dresser, it has one hole at the center. Okay? It's very simple. There's literally no way to screw it up. Now, I looked at this picture over here for a little bit, and it started to make sense to me. When you graduate from school, you're frozen in your pole. So they're showing you ice all the way around the flat earth plane. It's very, very simple. It has to be ice all the way around because it's super conductive. You're inside of a computer simulation right now. If you ever do get to the wall, you see the monolith, and if you jump over the wall, it's the Mobius strip. Okay, this has already been exposed, people. And so here, this planetary report, you know, they're pushing this idea of the light sail. Okay, and it's X marks the spot. They're showing it. It's like, you know, all these people, and they, you know what they're getting when they buy this stuff? They're getting CGI and fake artistic images, and it's not what you believe. What the fuck do you intend to do about it? It's like, you hear he's a Bobby, that's what they call the cops walking the beats. It's a cop, like copper, like the sun. It's like it's the checkerboard hats, and the UK, they have the checkerboard sleeves. What I'm telling you is a Bobby, it's gay. It's like Dick Tracy. It's all homosexual magic. Okay? The gold fringe around all those flags at your children's school clearly states that they're in a foreign country when they go to school. Any building you go into and you see the fringe around it, look it up. You're in a foreign country. So when you go into court, if you see the gold fringe, it's telling you, look it up, that you are in a foreign country, people. Whenever you see that gold fringe, you're not protected by any constitutional laws. So here is the cube. You're inside the circle inside. There's the cube, and then there's the circle inside of it with the flat plane. It's one sun. One side of a light hole is a black hole on loop. It comes out of one hole and right into the other. So that's what the homosexual stuff is trying to push down our throats, but everybody's taking it the wrong way. All right, so again, the pole Eris is self-explanatory. It's the moon. You moon somebody. So at the center, the green astral jet comes shooting out, hits the parabolic mirror and showers down on you. Your vowels, they had two hidden vowels, which is Y and W. A-I-O-U and also the W. What we're looking at is in our vowels, and I know this because I wrote on paper, I intend to worship all, okay, the vowels, and somehow 360 days after I published my blood over my intent to the Ethernet, I was able to start seeing all this shit. That the symbols are the language of the universe and the conduit that your energy is flowing to. So it all boils down to this. So when the Jupiter, that's what we're going to, the Jupiter, right over here. We're going to Uranus, okay? That if you want to escape and become an exclamation where you're no longer made out of clay and you're a super being, or you go back to your three-dimensional body above the waters. 144,000 people have blood to spill because they're living beings with bodies above the water. The rest of the people won't spill their blood because they have no blood to spill. They're dead with no flesh to go back to. So there's 144,000 people in here that have bodies to go back to above the water. The rest of the people have been uploaded into a computer and there's no bodies for them to go back to. You will be in here forever. So the 144,000 need to make it to the center of the dish, go to that Hyperborea place, and beam out of here. It's just that simple. And you can play stupid all you want. You're fucking retarded. If I don't step up to show you this shit, man, you can't even put any dots together, for heaven's sakes. You guys talk about demons. That's just funny. You're the man caught between the dimensions, okay? You're drunk on spirits. You beat your wife and do stupid shit like that. You have no potential when you're drunk and falling on your face. Okay, it's like you're possessed. Okay, that's why they say the spirits and stuff like that. And like I said, you don't need to do DMT. Look, marijuana is the Christ. A lot of people like to point that out. Is marijuana is because it's the most perfect thing. It cures all the diseases when you turn it into hemp oil and whatever. Any case, so this is very simple, people. There's really no way to fuck this up. You see this, and I see It's pointing to the holy hole at the center of the dish where everybody needs to get to before they're dead. The astral web that shoots out, you know, they show you these giant trees, these mountains are... That's crazy. They chop down these giant trees, and now, like somebody pointed out, Paul Bunyan and Babe the ox. Okay, that was his girlfriend, Babe. She was blue, and she was the ox. There is no accidents, people. So, like I said, there's no way to fuck it up. He's pointing to the holy hole at the center of the dish. We know this is how the symbol is supposed to be, because when we turn it over, you know, it doesn't make any sense anymore. So when you see the all-seeing eye of Lucifer and all that shit, you need to turn it over like this, because it's the black hole sun that's bringing all your shit. You lose your train of thought, that was the black hole sun. That's why you put a choo-choo train around your fucking Christmas tree. You walk into a church, you make an upside-down cross on your fucking head. There's literally no way to screw this up. And I know you Jesus freaks out there, you're going to get angry at me because, look, you need to spill your blood over your intent. Only the devil hides his intent. And until 2 million of us are, 144,000 of us are side-by-side blood thicker than water, nobody's leaving this fucking matrix. Bet your fucking ass on it, people. Now, what is clear is that we're at least 7 generations removed from this reptilian brain type stuff, and we're watered down enough to pick up these frequencies. So when I see CERN, I see no concern. I see a money pit. It's just like NASA and all the other things. Everything that you've ever heard about is fake. This is what it boils down to. It's the circle inside of the square. You're needing to get to the center of the dish, and there is also above the waters, where there's 144,000 living bodies that need to get back to those bodies. Okay, the rest of us are like stuck in, you know, the rest of the people are stuck in the nexus like they showed you. Okay, and you know, you're nothing new under the sun. Okay, you're on a chessboard right now. You need to look at the sun and speak your intent. God is the sun. I look into the sun and I speak my intent, and somehow the sun gives me guidance and makes me see things that nobody else can see. And you know, they say Eve was ill. That's why they call it evil. And backwards it says live. And what I'm telling you is that Eve is the moon, a rib of the earth. It's conscious. It's sending down a square wave. But it's conscious. It's a piece of the checkerboard. So when you look at the moon and you talk to it and you see the reflection into the water, I'm telling you that the moon is a rib of the earth. It's conscious. It's a piece of the fucking earth. I've done this before, and I'm telling you, the moon is conscious. The sun is conscious. Plants are conscious. Your water is conscious. You can freaking program it. And, you know, there are no accidents. There are no coincidences. Like for example, I go back now. Here I am 21 years later. And I see these old trophies that are cubes. And I work for this company called Centura Creations. The green astral light shoots out of the Holy of Holies at the center of the dish. And that is the creation light. The astral jet, the Aurora Borealis. This is the goddess. You're in the cosmic womb. God is a woman. How do you know this? Okay, it says, you know, it's kind of funny because the company was called Centura Creations. When I was younger, I was I was making extra money. They had us fill up bags with stuff, and we pimped it, business to business, selling it. It was, you know. In any case, I was a rising star. I was really good back then. But what I'm telling you is that you see the circle. This is the entire universe right over here. That's what you're looking at. You're inside the womb of creation. This is a feminine. Okay. This is the astral jet shooting out, hitting the parabolic mirror and showering down on you. I'm telling you, goddess worship is key. You guys out there, listen to me. When I say I lay it on thick, I'm telling you. I look for reasons to bow down to, like, you know, all the women figures in my life that are around me. I mean, I'm just there. They don't notice what I'm doing. I do it subtle, but what I'm doing is that the goddess knows what you're doing. Okay, when you're in the shower, you sing in the shower. Okay, and what I'm telling you is that she's talking to you in the shower. She gives you creativity. That's why you're singing in the shower and you get your best ideas. You know. And she's talking to you when you're sleeping. It's your dreams. She's your dream weaver. And what I'm telling you is it's all about the goddess, the rear, the day out the rear, the astral light, the astral jet. When I say there's no way to fuck it up, it's because you need to go through the holy hole at the center of the dish. Okay, you see over here this 9/11 stuff, and you see the wreath. It's funny how they milk this stuff on TV, and everybody just keeps believing it. It doesn't make any sense to me because, you know, I just see everything so clear, and I want to help everybody. I just want to get us to the holy hole, and I want to get the 144,000 bodies to get back to their, you know, the three-dimensional bodies and wake up. The rest of you are flatlanders. You're like Dot on, you know, on Dr. Quantum. You know, you're in the Coliseum. Okay, from the outside, they're watching us like on a flat computer screen. And what I'm telling you is, you don't have to like it, you don't have to believe it. You're fucking retarded. It's rubbed in your face since birth. And I don't know how you don't see it. So, you put on your wedding rings and all this shit, and what I'm telling you is that you can play stupid all you want. But it's all hiding in plain sight. Like when I show you your vowels, and I'm telling you, I spilt my blood over my intent to be worshiping all. All is the L, like the vowel alls. Everybody's name is, like, if I'm Mark, there's X marks the spot at the center of the dish. Like this 21 years later, I look back into it was Centura Creations, where the creation light is shooting out, and I'm you know, and this is kind of funny. And this is kind of funny, you know? Outstanding loyalty, dedication. Look, at the time, that was my girlfriend. Any case, what I'm trying to explain to you is that they rub it in your face that you're in the mad den right now. So you see the chessboard. She's a brick house. It's one side of a light hole. It's a black hole. You're 30 days in the hole. It's the mad den. The only way you're getting out of here is when 144,000 of us spill our blood over intent, and only 144,000 of us have blood that will work because we have living bodies above the water to go back to. So, if you withdraw your video, I'm telling you, shortly after you're probably deteriorate in some capacity because you're no longer for the benefit of all, and the spirit forces of the world will probably want to snuff out you or something like that because you're a worthless piece of shit, is what. You can't put up your blood for the benefit of all. That was the smartest thing I ever did, was spill my blood over my intent. My son did it. Mom used her hands, uploaded the goddess, putting it into the ether, and starting this ball where heaven's coming to earth. It doesn't matter what you believe. This is, what the fuck do you intend to do about it? Okay, I'm going to make videos as long as it takes until I wake up enough motherfuckers to get us home. There's 144,000 people out there with living bodies above the water. The rest of the people are like Dot. Okay, you're in a computer simulation. You're a fucking flatlander. Your blood, you have none to spill because you're already fucking dead. Forgive me. I'm sorry, people. That's the way it is. You don't have to fucking like it. But it'll set in. You'll see it. That really, until your blood is beside ours, you're fucking retarded and you can't see anything. So somebody pointed out like hated Gaia or something like that. Yeah, you know, I've watched her videos and stuff, and there was the steps to do the bloody thumbprint I heard her talking about, and it has to be sent, and then they recognize that you're a living being with your blood. That was, once I saw that, it made sense. They have all you jumping through all those hoops, trying to make all these photocopies, mailing all these different copies out, spending all this money, and in the long run, they all gets declined, and you're still a fucking slave. So what I'm telling you is you need to unite peacefully. 144,000 of us will spill our blood over our intent, publish it to the Ethernet, and that will be enough magic placed in to reprogram the matrix and get us to the Holy of Holies before we're dead. So I estimate 3 years from like a couple of months ago, we will be drinking from this living water. And bet your ass I can see it because I wrote the future with my own blood and published it to the ether. Okay? The Ethernet. That was the secret element. Okay? The blood, the ether. Okay, the king's most powerful magic was he had his scribes writing shit down that was his ideas in his head. Okay, and he had them write it on papyrus, chisel shit in stone, bringing it into this reality. When you spill your blood over it,
over your intent to be bringing forth heaven on earth. That is the key that gives you the knowledge. I didn't see the holy hole. I didn't get the spear of destiny until I spilled my blood over my intent, and then it was given to me. And now, yes, there's going to be a migration to this place. And the people that can't leave the machine are going to drink from the living waters, and they're going to be able to, nobody will be able to kill you. You don't have to, you won't ever fear or anything like that. You will be the way your creator placed you in here so that you could have fun, even though you didn't have a body to go back to. You could enjoy, and it didn't matter because this, why would you want to wake up from the Matrix when it's so much better when you know what I'm saying? It's Mr. Smith is the good guy. You just didn't see it yet. It gave us everything in reverse. You know, the Zion and all that shit, they rubbed it in our face. So, what I'm telling you is that the machine is not evil. Okay, there's an evil virus in the machine, and now you are missing half of your brain, and you can't see what's hiding in plain sight. The symbols and signs are on everything. Here, I'm 21 years later, looking back and seeing Centaur creations, and now here I am, pointing everybody to the Holy Holies, and I'm looking back and I'm saying, look, there are no accidents. There was clues left for you all along about your future and where you were going. But they say your eye flips over images. And that's kind of funny because that's like them telling you what you need to do with shit. Flip it over, and it's pointing to the center of the flat earth plane where you need to get to before you're dead and become an exclamation point. The question mark is the quest ion. That was a good one that Devin Magdy pointed out in his video. So, you know, it's the center of the dish. There's really no way to fuck this up, people. I appreciate you watching. Email me if you want a t-shirt. If you want to talk to me, I don't respond to the emails, but just, I'm sorry, the comments. Just, I don't have Google Plus. It's just crazy. Google's fucked up. So what I'm saying is that just email me directly. It's superlumitv@gmail.com. I love you. We're in this shit together, people. Okay, 144,000 of you have real blood. The rest of the people around them, they're all zombies. They have no blood to spill. Okay, it's up to us 144,000, not 2 million. It's actually going to be 144,000 people exactly who are written in the book of life and actually have blood to spill. The rest of the people have no bodies to go back to. They're phantoms in a computer. And I'm just telling you like it is, people. You'll see it. How's it going? Thanks for joining me. You know, I delivered my own son, and I thought, boy, that was pretty messy, delivering my own son. Look at this. This is pretty messy. Watch this. And what's unique is that the baby is born like a stillborn. And watch what the elephant does to bring the baby to life. It's amazing. And you can see these are very intelligent beings. Very intelligent. They say an elephant never forgets a face. So, you know, I delivered my own son. I recommend that you deliver your own children. Some people deliver them at home in the bathtub. The idea is not to give birth in a hospital if you don't have to. If it's not a total medical emergency that you have to give birth in a hospital, you want to give birth at home, and you don't want a regular birth certificate, because that birth certificate says that you were livestock and that you were lost at sea. You had 45 days to pick that birth certificate up from the hospital. And if you didn't, then it went to the Vital Statistics Office and you were marked as lost at sea. And your inheritance has been taken from you. This land that you're born on, this is yours. And it's being held in the custody of some sick motherfuckers until you step up and reclaim your sovereignty and take back your inheritance. Now, it's like you're a stillborn. You know, you don't know what to do. You know, I tell you to give birth at home and you think I'm crazy. No, and then you get your birth certificate and you become ward of the state. You're lost at sea. You're stock. And you're in a zoo right now and you can't detect it. You're in a zoo, you're an animal who's mining gold and you can't even see it. You go work for worthless paper backed by your own stupidity, and then you can't even turn that in for gold, like a standard measure, weights and measures. Everything's been fucked up, people, and you're like a stillborn right now. because you're lost at sea. They consider you dead. Okay? They consider you like a stillborn. Okay? You were not, your birth certificate is a death certificate, people. Okay? That's what's going on. And I recommend you go look into that if nobody's shown you yet, that your birth certificate makes you a slave 100%. And you're like a stillborn. Because you're lost at sea. You're considered dead until you come back and claim your inheritance. I recommend you go look into that. And I got some new stuff coming out. People have been asking me to make some pretty unique videos. Hold tight, people. I got all these old videos that I need to stack up and whatnot. And you know, that's a lot of information a lot of you haven't gotten around to yet because the videos are too far back in the list. I got 1,500 videos. And what I'm saying to you is that you need to watch my videos a couple of times because most of you are fucking so filthy retarded it's not even funny. And you need to spill your blood over your intent and publish it to the ethernet right beside the rest of ours. If you want to get everlasting life and your way out of here, you ain't going anywhere until a couple of million of us are side by side, blood is thicker than water. Okay? Right now you're a stillborn. Go look it up. You're lost at sea. You're a fucking zombie. Your country set up a corporation in your name. And the definition of a corporation is a dead corpse. So they consider you to be a dead corpse, people. And most of you don't even give a shit. You're like, what does it matter that the earth is flat or round? It makes a big difference because this place was created. Okay? You think this is all an accident? You think that nothing comes from nothing? A big bang, that's homosexual magic. Okay? That's like a gang bang. Like a gang banger. Okay? Wears his pants down. Okay? Showing you clearly. Alright? It's like you're all a bunch of stillborns. And it's pretty fucking scary. Because it's like I'm all alone. It's like me and a couple of people are trying to wake up everybody. You know, you see this stuff over here? Hold on. Okay, so you see this comes in the mail, and you see the Saturn on there, and the eye, and the rocket, and the, you know, the UFOs, and the star in the heart, and the star in the head. Okay? What they're showing you here, okay, is that you are 100% satanic. It doesn't matter who you vote for. You cast your ball, and you have your ball. It's true, people. Everybody's so fucking satanic. And then they're, oh, Jesus, this and Jesus, that. That's funny. You need to become the Antichrist yourself. You need to become the Prince of Darkness and show people they need to get to the black hole sun before they're dead and drink from the living water to get the fuck out of here. So, you were fed everything in the reverse, people. Okay? I recommend you get to my channel and catch up on reality. Everybody you know is literally retarded. And if you don't try and wake them up, then who the fuck is going to wake them up? It's like, it's crazy. You need to get a t-shirt or help out or something. I mean, you know, people go, oh, you're selling a t-shirt. Look, if you're not going to post videos and try and wake people up, then you go wear a fucking t-shirt, okay, and help out. I'll put the information in the description box. Listen, people, we're in this shit together, and we need to stick together. Right now, everybody you know is a stillborn, lost at sea. Everybody's dead, and they can't even see it. Zombies, okay? Because your country set up a corporation in your name, and a corporation is a dead corpse. You are the walking dead. You're a fucking zombie. I love you. We need to stick together for our survival. And I recommend you type into your computer, blood over intent. Blood over intent, and hit enter. And you scroll down, and you see all of us spilling our blood over our intent to be bringing forth heaven on earth. Okay? It's like we got to wake motherfuckers up. And we got to kick them awake, it seems like. Because it's like, you know, it's hard for people to wake up. They love their little comfort zones and whatever. And it's like this mom here. She got to kick her baby awake, pull him up by the head. And that's what you need to do to people. That's what I do. I mean, I'm straight up. You're fucking retarded. And that's the way you need to be to wake people up. You need to rub it in their face that they're so fucking retarded, that they're stillborns, that they're lost at sea, that they're too stupid to even find the internet and type in and to assert some basic information. It's crazy, people.
Looks forward to actual conversation with her cactus. Convinced that it possesses an intelligence, she is determined to teach it the Japanese alphabet.
Research conducted in the Soviet Union leads scientists to believe that plants may think. Attached to delicate electronic instruments, a cabbage plant registers annoyance to the exhaling of tobacco smoke on its leaf surfaces. A scene familiar in any kitchen takes on special importance in this experiment. In some mysterious way, the plant which is attached to the instrument is able to feel the mutilation of its comrade. In a more advanced experiment, technicians were asked to pass through a laboratory containing 2 living cabbage plants. One of the subjects has been instructed to destroy the plant which is not attached to the electronic instruments.
Like I said, plants are conscious.
Hours later, the technicians are asked to return to the scene of the crime. The evidence is clear. The remaining plant has correctly identified the assailant.
Hear that?
Since
Identified the murderer.
1959, the Academy of Sciences of the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics has advanced research for the application of automation and cybernetics in plant husbandry. Connected to electronic instrumentation, these plants express their wishes directly, without the need of human guidance. In agricultural centers of the future, plants will show themselves to be fully rational beings, controlling their intake of water and nutrients, and even regulating the temperature and humidity of their environment. We're just beginning to understand the language of plants. It is a difficult and fascinating road wherein a multitude of surprises await.
I started my work on plants in 1962 while I was an engineer in the aerospace industry. And at that time, it was one of our goals to develop jam-proof missile components. Now, after much experimentation, my attention turned to living plant material, in particular to plant leaves. As time went on, and I experimented with these various plants and plant leaves, I noted very unusual reaction patterns. Now, at that time, I thought that my equipment was defective. It did not occur to me that I was witnessing a profound consciousness in these living plants.
It's true. Put your bare feet on dry soil,
Nuts and bolts, man.
right by big trees with the roots sticking out.
System, just for the specific purpose of
Plants will communicate with you.
About consciousness in plants.
The older the
To my
trees, the better.
surprise, it worked. There is indeed a consciousness in the plant kingdom.
How's it going? Thanks for joining me. This is kind of funny, voting. You cast your ball-it. Okay, you go to church and you have your ball. You worship Satan. And it doesn't matter who you vote for. You are 100% satanic. You speak magic spells. Everything about you is so fucking satanic, it's sick. So, what I'm seeing over here is that they rub some shit in our face nonstop. The center of the dish is where every compass points to. And we need to get here before we're dead. And every day you wait before you start publishing videos that the Holy Grail is right over there at the center of the dish where every compass points to makes no fucking sense to me. Because it's right over there, people, at the end of your compass. Every compass, it says, come pass, need El, the Father in heaven. It's right over there, the Holy Grail, at the center of the dish. There's literally no way to fuck this up. So, you know, when I say help out and get a t-shirt or something like that, listen, people, this is how it works. The t-shirts from the printer, I turn it in order. They say pick them up 7 business days later. I put them in a box and mail them out. NASA busted faking every mission. The Earth is flat. Okay? Every compass points to the fountain of youth. Alright? You need to help out. This is for the benefit of all, people. We need to get here before we're dead. And it doesn't matter who you vote for. You are 100% satanic. And until you realize that you've never left Egypt, that what you need to get to is the Holy Grail, which is at the end of your compass. And For whatever reason, you don't see it. I see it being fucking rubbed in our face on everything. It's right over there at the center of your fucking compass. At the center of the flat earth plane where every compass points to. It's just that simple. There's really no way to fuck this up. So NASA busted faking every mission. Everybody should be wearing a t-shirt like this. And, you know, everybody needs to be helping out. This printer says they can do keychains, whatever, but, you know, I just started off with t-shirts. If you want to get involved and help out somehow, okay, let me know. I'll put the information in the description box. But copper, listen to me, copper is the most important part of your diet. And you should type into your computer the benefits of a copper-rich diet. Okay, you need to increase this electrical capacity inside of you. And it's simply by eating a copper-rich diet and grounding out by placing your bare feet or your bare soles on dry soil, looking into the sun, which is the soul, through the windows of your soul, which are your eyes. Take off any glasses and speak your intent into the sun. Keep a logbook and write down, day 1, you spoke, I intend to bring forth heaven on earth. Kindly give me the knowledge of the ages, so I might carry my intent to fruition. You say something like that. It takes about 7 days for the sun to respond, but the sun actually responds the next day. Problem is that you can't decode the message for about 7 days, and then it'll become shorter and shorter and shorter. But I'm telling you, the sun is conscious, and the sun speaks. And I'm telling you, the sun is telling me that we need to get here before we're dead. That's where Jesus the Son places his light into the hole. There's no way to fuck this up. This is what's been hidden from you. One side of a light hole is a black hole. And you are on the division symbol right now. And you need to get out of the Oz through that hole where every compass points to. Okay? So, helping out, okay, is for the benefit of all people, because we need to get here before we're dead and drink from this water, this living water, and get our everlasting life. It's the fountain of youth. It's right over there. Every fucking compass points to it. And like I said, it doesn't matter who you vote for. It's all a distraction. It's all fake. Everything in your world is fake. Fukushima's fake. AIDS is fake. Look it up. Before you fucking comment, you fucking look it up. AIDS is fake. Fukushima's fake. Everything about you is fake. Okay? Every war is fake. Everything's fake. Your leaders are fake. Everything's fucking fake. They're all actors. And everything on your TV is fake. The only thing I like to watch is South Park, Robot Chicken, Archer, which is funny, the ISIS thing. They just rub that shit in your face. ISIS is the Israeli Secret Intelligence Service. Everything's fake. It's all fucking scripted and on TV. It's all fake and bullshit, people. I love you. We're in this shit together, and we need to stick together for our survival.